Hey guys, it's Cyrus Twits here for Ascend Trading. I'm going to do a little ICO review on what I look for ICOs and what I actually look for when I'm looking for a trade. This, guys, is not investment advice. This is strictly for infotainment. I'm not providing you with any investment advice. The information provided and the accompanying material is for informational purposes only. It should not be considered legal or financial advice. You should consult with your attorney or other professionals to determine what may be best for your individual needs. I do not make any guarantee or other promise as to any results that may be obtained from using content. No one should take any investment decision without first consulting his or her own financial advisor and conducting his or her own research and due diligence. To maximize the extent permitted by the law, I disclaim any and all liability in the event of any information, commentary, analysis, opinions, advice, and or recommendations prove to be inaccurate, incomplete, or unreliable, or result in any investment or other losses. Content contained on or made available through this website is not intended to and does not constitute legal advice or investment advice, and no attorney-client relationship is formed. Your use of this information, website materials linked from the web, is at your own risk. Do not risk more than you are willing to comfortably lose. As any investment, there is risk. Now we got that out of the way, guys. So, in short, there's a lot of ICOs that come out, and navigating through them is not an easy thing to do. For example, November 1st, 51 ICOs launched. 51. Not in November, 51 in one day launched. So, look at December 14th, 40 ICOs launched that day. We're not talking in the month of December. We're talking at that day, that 24-hour period. Even today, at least 20 ICOs are launching in this 24-hour period. It is an intense market, and everyone is trying to gather for investors' money. What sets each one of these apart? That's what I'm going to try and explain through what I use for deciding what is a good ICO investment. So what I look for is, do they offer a real world solution? Is there something that they are solving? Either a worldwide crisis, or are they looking at offering an improvement on a current solution? These are two key factors. I want something that's viable or something that's improved upon something that is viable. Do they have a minimum viable project or prototype? A lot of people abbreviate that as MVP. Do they have something? Have they actually created something? Is something there that I'm investing in? I don't really want to invest in an idea, a thought, or someone's hopes and dreams. What I want is an actual product that's there, or a service that's there that I can invest into, so I know my money is going to work. I want a better than average score on their grade. Average is not what I want to invest in. If it's average, I'll wait till it hits the exchange. I'll pick it up then. Warning signs. Anonymous team members. If they put up their team and they have not done team pictures, I can't find them on LinkedIn, I can't find any work that these people have done before, they're anonymous to me. They may or may not even exist. I'm not going to invest in that. I'm going to wait till it hits the exchange. Another red flag for me, anonymous investors. If somebody put their money into a project, I want to know who's in this project. I want to know the person. I'm not going to invest just because a certain person's in the project, but it makes it more comfortable to me to know who is actually holding some of these shares on these these ICOs, some of these coins. Another huge red flag, unconfirmed mystery partnerships. I'm sorry. If you say you're partnered with Microsoft, show me where it is that you're partnered with Microsoft. If you're partnered with IBM, show me where you're partnered with IBM. I'm investing in the partnership, not on the whim that you might be a partner. I need to see some actual factual. Very low soft caps. The reason why I don't like very low soft caps is if a soft cap is not reached, the company refunds your investment. So if they want to raise 100 million and they put a soft cap at 10 million, you know, even though 10 million is quite a bit to raise, that's only 10% of what they want. I'm not sticking my neck out for that. I would like something closer to 30%. So something like in a range of 30 million. If they want 100 million, and 100 million is really big to me. I prefer the entire project to be under 30 million. That's what I prefer. Stuff like that. Poorly designed websites. If you can't take the time to put together a quality website, which is the first interaction a person's going to have when they look up your company, your project, your ICO, then you are definitely not worth my money or my time. And that is where I end. If you have a horrible website, I am done. I am not wasting any more time going any further. On that website, if you have unrealistic roadmap timelines, or even worse, none to vague roadmap timelines. I want to know where this project is going. I want to know when I invest my money where it possibly could be in a month to now, 2 months to now, 3 months to now. I don't want my money tied up in some vague third quarter release of my tokens. That doesn't work for me because my money could be making more money vested in Bitcoin or Ethereum over that time period. I need to have a finite time period so I can actually weigh the risk to reward on investing on this. My scoring categories. Token price. I like to see a token price that is not extravagant. I don't want to see these huge numbers out there. The reason being is I need to have room for the token to increase in value after I get into it. If it's going to be trading at a high price, then I'm gonna wait till it hits the exchange, and it will probably sell off. If it's underpriced, which is what I prefer, something that is underpriced, undervalued, then yes, it's an investment in me because the investment is that it is undervalued. I know that these ICOs are people's babies, this their life work, but at the end of the day, you are coming to market asking for an investment from me. I need to have room to make money on that investment because I am the one taking the risk on your baby. So for me, token price is 5% of my markup. Token supply. I don't want to see huge amounts of tokens out there. The reason being supply and demand. If you have tons of these coins out there, the supply is going to be so much, it's going to take so long for this token price to appreciate in value. That appreciation in token value is what I am looking for. So I'm going to stay away from these huge supplies and wait till they hit the exchange. Unless these supplies are locked up by the developers or the pre-ICO people, unless they've got a lockup time, so I know they're not dumping on me, then that's different. Then I might invest in it. That is 10% of my markup. The ICO investor percent of the tokens. I like to see that these ICO investors have taken I wouldn't say a large, but a substantial size into this ICO. I want to know these guys who have more money than I do have put in and are locked in, because that locks up a percentage of these tokens, knowing that I now can come in and still make some money off of this by supporting the project. That to me is worth 10%. Hard caps, soft caps. A soft cap that is too low does not interest me. It means that they're basically out here because they did not think they could do the project by putting out a soft cap that's too low. I like to see a soft cap and a hard cap that is representative of anywhere in the range of 30% for those in the pre-ICO range to 40% without huge bonuses on their purchases. And I like the hard cap to keep the coin totals down. The reason for that is I would like this to appreciate in value, guys. Supply and demand again. That to me is worth 15%. Community size. For this one, the best example is Electroneum, ETN. The community Electroneum had was huge. They were rabid. I bought into that ICO because of the community that was going on, that was growing. That community was so strong. That coin has appreciated so much in value for me. It's been one of the best ICOs I've gotten into for that reason. That is a substantial mover that can move me if I'm on the fence of something or not. Like, if I may not like the project, I may not be 100% on the team, but the community is strong, I might lean towards that, as long as I've got a passing grade in this next category, the team. Now, for me, the team is two parts. It is the software techs, the architects, the guys building the token. Is part of the team to me. The other part of the team that is almost as important is the advisors. If you don't have advisors that are known, respected in the market sphere, that have not put out projects of their own, that have not done anything to warrant their place on the advisory panel, I'm not going to be too favorable on the overall team score. And again, if the team itself has not put out any projects, has not done anything for me to sway and believe in what they're doing, again, it's not going to be favorable on the team score. So overall, as long as they have a passing grade and the community size is good, I will probably go into the investment based on those metrics. Platform. This is a pretty... Well, the team's worth 20%. This platform is worth about 10%. The reason being is I want to know what they're launching on. Are they launching on Ethereum? Are they launching on Neo? Are they going to launch on Stellar? Like, what is the platform that they're launching on? What are they doing on that platform? How stable is that platform? How secure is that platform? Because last thing I want to do is invest in something and then have my investment hoodwinked. So the platform is worth 10%. And one of the biggest pieces, do they have a working model? I keep coming back to this, guys. Do they have an MVP? Is there a prototype? Is there something I can put my hands on? Something I can see? Something I can test? The reason being on this is 9 out of 10 of the biggest ICOs that came out last year all had working models. 9 out of 10 of them. That's 90%. So why would I want to lower my chances of having a winner? Because that's what I'm looking for when I'm investing, is I want something that's going to be a winner. So why would I take chances of getting into something that does not have a working model, something that I can see? Again, I'm not investing in someone's hopes and dreams. I'm not investing in someone's thoughts. I want to invest in an actual product, something that is working, something that I can put my hands on, see with my own eyes.